Today, I need you to comment like crazy. I need you to help me deal with my tournament yips. And so this is a therapy session and you are my therapist, so comment like crazy. At the end of my play today, I actually managed to run into Ed and Nathan, so I'm gonna give you guys a shout out. I really do appreciate you coming to say hi. It was awesome chatting with you. And so enjoy my therapy session at Horizons, and you can help me be a better tournament player. Enjoy the video. Hey everybody, welcome back to B-Dubs Disc Golf. Today we are at good old Horizons Park. Been here a lot, but today is less about disc golf and maybe more about my therapy session with y'all. So buckle up, we are in for a wild ride. Basket number 1, 146 feet, quick flick with the distortion. That is short. I did not give this first throw enough concentration, so hopefully we can make a putt. And we can. So I need some therapy, y'all. So why am I once again back at Horizons Park? Simply put, I'm here to get your advice. I need you to comment down below how to help me be good or decent during a tournament. So by the time you see this video, it'll probably be about a week, maybe a week and a half of me about to have a tournament here at Horizons Park, a place that I play well, a place that I know like the back of my hand. And yet I have never played well at a tournament here at Horizons, a super easy course. So what are we going to do today? Well, today I'm going to show you the tournament layout of Horizons, something I've never done before, at least on my channel. And then I'm just going to get on my therapy couch and complain to you / share with you my deepest, darkest inner fears and secrets and talk about why I think I don't do well during a tournament. So if you're in for being my therapist for the next, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, please like and subscribe. We are moving towards 1,000, super excited about that. But if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe. All right, so we just birdied number 1, even though I threw horrible off the tee pad, which was a great example of how I am likely going to play a tournament. Easy basket number 1, and I just don't throw it well. Because why? Because it's a tournament. So it's basket number 2, 245 feet. We're gonna go with Banshee, and we are just gonna hyzer it in towards the basket. That should be fine. A lot of my issue I know is physiological. During tournaments, my heart races like crazy. I know I've talked to you about this before, and I remember giving some really good advice in terms of how to breathe, slow down my heart rate. But you know, sometimes I wonder if it's more than that. I feel like my form is off. I feel like I'm trying different things, or not even trying different things, just doing different things that I normally don't do during a casual round. And my first hypothesis, quite frankly, is I need to not care. I need to really, truly embrace, embody apathy during a tournament round. And but what do you think? Again, I know I've asked you this before, but tell me, what should I do to prepare myself for this tournament, to get a decent round? I don't even care if I win. I just want to play the way that I know how to play, be happy with that. And this is what I'm thinking. The best comment or the best advice that I use and works, I might surprise you with a free disc. The interesting thing about Horizons is that usually even a bad shot will land you in circle 1. And so if your putting is on, like if you are 90% C1X, you're gonna do well on this course, pretty much no matter what, no matter how bad you do off the tee. Basket number 3, 269 feet downhill. Once again, Banshee time. See if we can't sneak it underneath the trees. I plan on posting this video on the message board of the tournament. And so if you're watching this and you're actually in this tournament, don't worry about it. I'm not going to play this well in the tournament. I'm not going to birdie the first three in a row because that's not how I do. And that's the reason why I'm recording this video. Just 3 birds in a row, turkey. And I don't even know if I'm paying attention. And so I got to get this mindset during a tournament. The regular course layout, there's basket 4. And if you look into the distance, just past the trees is the basket for number 4. And there is the tee pad right there. But during the tournament, that is not where we'll be playing. There's usually a tee pad right by that gnarly tree next to the fence. There used to be, I've played a tournament where the pad was down the trail, but I don't think that's what is happening on this particular tournament. I lasered it, at least according to my rangefinder, is 300 feet from here. Tournament director, if you happen to be watching this video, am I in the right spot? Is this where the tee pad is going to be for the tournament? This is where it's been in the past, so if so, 300 feet should be about right. New disc in the bag. I'm trying it out from Viking disc, and depending on when this video comes out, will depend on whether or not you've seen my video on Viking disc. But Ragnarok, flight numbers 11, 5, -1, 2. Just FYI, I am like disgusted with myself right now. I don't birdie these videos on purpose. I don't. You've seen me. If you're a subscriber and you watch my channel, what you see is what you get. I just birdied 4 in a row and I'm angry because I know I'm not going to do that in the tournament. What is wrong with me, folks? What is wrong with me? Put down in the comments, what is wrong with me? And Ragnarok, I'm really liking this disc. The other issue that I have, and I know it's especially true at Horizons, is that when I throw a bad shot or I hit a tree when I never hit a tree, it just really bugs me. It just gets into my soul. It just rents a room in my brain and says, I'm going to live here for free now for the next 10 holes, deal with it. And that happens, and especially at Horizons, because I find Horizons to be an easy course. And it is an easy course. And so, but when I play it in a tournament, there's just all this pressure, right? That it has to be just as easy. I get 4 birdies in a row, which means that at the tournament, I have to do 4 birdies in a row. And if I only get 2 birdies, or if I only get 1 birdie, or God forbid, I get no birdies in the first 4, I'm like, oh, how's that possible? So basket number 5, 243 feet. I actually think this is more of a straight shot than I give it credit for, but I'm still going to go with my soul, put a little bit of hyzer into it. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. I want to miss this putt, because if I make this putt and I have 5 birdies in a row, I may literally stop this video. I may just go home, because if I play the best round of my life right now, before a tournament, nope, I won't be able to handle it. My brain will explode. I did not do that on purpose, but I stand by what I said. The other issue that I know that part of the reason why I play more relaxed when I play by myself is this is my habitat. I enjoy me some me. I enjoy being by myself and being able to communicate with the camera and knowing that you're out there. I enjoy that. The card will have a major impact on my play, and so I know if I'm on a good card, especially a good positive talkative card that's just super relaxed, I will play better. Basket number 6, 277 feet. Banshee time again. I like to go through the right gap. A bit too far right, but it should come back. Oh, that looked and felt good. The last time I played a tournament here at Horizons, at basket 7, I hit that tree, which is so ridiculous. That is how bad I play at tournaments at Horizons. I hit trees that literally are nowhere near the path for the basket. Talk about a yank. And I think I started off at basket 7, and that's part of the problem, is that the first tee pad I throw at is a good chance that I'm just so hyped up, my adrenaline's pumped up, that I'm just going to squeeze the disc too much. I'm going to yank it, and it's just, one of the things I've been thinking about a lot is how do I sort of get those sort of first throws, jitters out of my system before I play the tournament, which is weird because I've been trying to practice, but I'm so used to not practicing before I play casual rounds. It just makes me wonder if I should stick to what I know, but how do I get rid of those jitters? But anyway, a new disc to the bag. Again, depending on when this comes out, we'll determine whether or not I've had a chance to talk to you about this, but this is another Viking disc. This is the Rune. It's an armor plastic. That's important because I wanted it in shield plastic, but they didn't have any. So I got the armor, hoping that it wouldn't be that big of a deal because they were on sale. And it definitely is a big deal because the flight numbers are 2400. It's supposed to be a straight shooter. It is not. But the reason why I like it in my bag is it goes straight and finishes hard left. So I think it should be 2401. And so I've decided that I think this is the perfect disc for basket 7, my nemesis. And so let's see how we do. So again, I've always fluffed 7. That's why I don't do well. But I fluffed that, and I think I'm still close. And if you're familiar with Horizons, or if you're not familiar with Horizons, basket 7 is only 190 feet from the pad, and it should not be difficult. It might be a little bit uphill, but anyway. And yet, on a regular basis, I don't catch the birdie on 7, which is ridiculous. Which is why I think I like the Rune, because I think if I do get a little bit more on it, it'll hyzer towards the basket. But I barely threw this, and I was 12 feet from the basket. So I'm liking this disc. But the thing I liked about the tournament at Neatman is I played within the parameters of what I knew I could play. So we are in acorn season, and so one of the things that I don't usually spend this time cleaning tee pad, but these acorns are an ankle twister just waiting to happen. So, all right, basket number 8, 201 feet, PA2 time. Get in. So honestly, that's all I want. I don't need to win the tournament. I really don't. I need to play just decently. I don't even need to play great. My best on this course is 13 under. So the question is, what would be a round score that if I got, I would be happy with? I'm willing to say 8 under. If I come out of the tournament 2 rounds of 8 under, I'll be happy with that. I don't think I would win with that, but I would be happy knowing that I didn't have the same tournament yips that I've had before. So this is basket 9, 223 feet. During the tournament, these 2 trees are going to be mandos. So it's going to be a double mando. And the key, and this is super important, these trees are not in my way. They're not even close to being in my way. My normal shot on basket 9 is to throw it pretty much straight ahead and have my disc hyzer to the left towards the basket. There is no reason for me to think about these trees. As far as my brain is concerned, I have to play it. There are no trees. And so,
do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
Hex time. That was a little close, but I didn't hit any trees. I already know that my mantra during the tournament has to be, there are no trees. There are no trees. During a casual round, to be honest with you, I'm not even thinking about those trees. I'm really not. And so as soon as they put the Mando signs on there, I need it to not get in my head. There are no trees. I go back and forth on whether or not I should use the PA5, which is my understable putter for this shot. But I've come to the conclusion that the basket's, for the most part, straight ahead. And so even if I just went straight from this tee pad, if I'm basket high, I can't be more than 10 feet away from the basket. If I put a little bit of turn on this, it should be perfect. So, so that's what I'm gonna do, PA2, a little bit of turn. And if I don't get the full turn and it hyzers out, I'll still be in trick 1, it should be fine. Basket number 10, 191 feet. Oh, a little early release on that one. So here's the crazy thing. Early release, went to the left of the tree, not what I wanted at all. I bet you I'm still in circle 1. Right now, super chill. I can make this putt or not make this putt. Really don't care. My heart is super slow. But if I did this exact same shot in the tournament, oh my gosh, what would be going on in my head?
What happened?
And even though I'd be quiet, I'd be stoic, and it could mess up my round. So during a tournament, I have to sort of channel the feeling that I have now. And remember, this is a makeable putt. You see, I can honestly say I don't know what I'm shooting. I really don't. Other than the first 4, I don't know what I'm doing. But I feel like I'm playing well. And so, and I feel super relaxed. Like I said, the best comment I got in the past was my breathing. How do I get that breathing to get this relaxed feeling? A subscriber who was in the military taught the breathing exercises. And so far, at least in comments in the past, that's been my best advice so far. But again, comment, what do you think? What do you think? What is your advice for me to be decent during tournament play? So, basket number 11, 204 feet. PA2 time. A little short, but I'll take it. The other thing that happens, especially on short baskets, I will get angry because my disc is short. This is not a bad putt, and yet I will be walking and upset with myself because I didn't park the disc, right? And so, just gotta have a little faith. In your putting. I'm also aware it's a lot easier to putt when your knees are not knocking and your heart is not racing 200 beats per minute. So I get that. So just, you know, a lot of this I think is just, how do you relax? How do you just relax? How do you be present, be in the now, and not beat yourself up when you make mistakes? The bottom line is you're gonna make mistakes. I'm a huge Nathan Queen fan. Matter of fact, if you haven't seen my interview with Nathan Queen, I encourage you to do a quick search for my interview with Nathan Queen. Super awesome guy. And in one of the recent tournaments he was in, he had a very rough stretch of bogeys, I think double bogeys. And it was bad. He was on lead card. The thing that impressed me is that he hit, like, after that bad round, he hit like 4 birdies in a row. And it's just that concept of, you know, you gotta have a memory of a goldfish. And it's never too late to get a birdie. So basket number 12, 296 feet downhill. We got a little bit of wind happening, so championship Banshee. In many ways, I'm the opposite of Nick the Queen. I'll get 3 birdies in a row, and then on the next one, I'll be so keyed up. I have to get the 4th birdie. I have to get the 4th birdie, and then I don't get it. And I'm like, oh, I can't believe I didn't get the 4th birdie. Oh, I'm so bad at disc golf. So, oh my gosh, I got issues, y'all. Basket number 13, 285 feet. We're gonna go with the turnover shot, Kittyzilla, my H7. A little low, but I think that'll be okay. The other danger for me is the strange negative impact of a good round 1. So I have been successful at being relaxed at round 1. And then what happens? Round 2 becomes a stress bomb of I have to shoot round 2 just like round 1. And then round 2, I do awful. The interesting thing is the opposite has also happened, where I have an awful round 1, and then I come into round 2, can't do worse than round 1, then I end up shooting well in round 2. So I will have to figure out how to do this for both rounds. So we skip to basket A, 247 feet. We just got to go through this huge gap on the right and have something hyzer to the left towards the basket. So when you need to do that, it's Banshee time. Not enough height, but I think I still have a putt. It's all right. Normally, this would be my M3, my test run 2.0 from Prodigy. Unfortunately, I lost it at Davy. So we're gonna see how the Melita does. Basket B, 229 feet. Got to get it through that gap. I think the Melita did just fine. I'm torn because I don't love the Melita. I'm finding it to be a finicky disc. If I throw it correctly, it's wonderful. So I'm wondering if it'll be my training disc, because if you throw the Melita nose up, it becomes super stable. Well, not super stable, but definitely stable. Got a leaf blower. Why are leaf blowers so loud? Why? We're in 2025. How can we not create a quiet leaf blower in the year 2025? Come on. I have a vehicle that can go 200 miles per hour that makes way less noise than this. So you explain to me why a leaf blower has to be so loud. So we are at basket C, which has been lengthened for the tournament. Use my rangefinder, and it's about 430 feet. So I hope it's a par 4. So I'm actually going to try to forehand a Ragnarok, see if I can't get this down there. Let's see how my D3 plays. Last attempt with a trail. I'm going to play my worst one, which was the Ragnarok. I actually have tried forehanding the Ragnarok before, and it turns over. So I should have known that. The D3 was not horrible. It was definitely better than my Ragnarok. And my trail turned out significantly better than I would have thought. So, little experiment on C. I'm not sure what I'll do in the tournament, but the good news is that if I can get past the tee pad, the normal tee pad C, I have a good chance for birdie, assuming it's a par 4. See if I can't sneak my hex at the basket. The good news is it's a guaranteed par if it's a par 4, and it's a tough 3 if it's a 3. I still have a shot for a 3 if I make this putt, and 4. So depending on whether it's a par 3 or par 4, determine whether or not this is a par putt or it will end up being a par or a bogey. Well, if I make it, it'll be a birdie if it's a par 4. Lots of wind has picked up. The other thing about playing a tournament at Horizons, this place can be windy. And so if it's super windy, then it affects everybody. Wind has picked up a little bit. So here on basket 14, 244 feet. I'm going to use my soul. I'm a little nervous because of the wind, but I'm going to stick to this shot and have it turn to the right and hopefully finish left towards the basket. Yeah, the wind caught it. The wind has definitely picked up. So Horizons can definitely turn into a wind tunnel. So the basket for 15 is behind this line of trees. Kind of want to just go straight ahead and get past the last tree, have it finish left. And so you can see the leaves are pushing everything left to right. And so sometimes the miss is to have a disc just turn over and head to the right, which is why it's rune time, which is even better than my PA2, because like I said, I found that this is a pretty stable disc. And even with that stability, it still drifted right a little bit. But I've had this drift way down there, so I'm happy. So my alarm went off and stopped my photo of my camera. So I missed the circle 2 putt for 15, and it was a tap in for par for basket 15. Truth be told, I'm not a master at adjusting for wind. And sometimes I think when you adjust for wind, you adjust too much. And so unless you really know what you're doing, just play what you know. So what I know on basket 16 is it's PA2 time. And that was one of the luckiest shots you have ever seen on my channel. In case you were wondering, the wind got in my head and I was worried that the wind was going to push everything that way. So I was trying to throw my disc flat, maybe a little bit of turn, and I put too much turn on it. And luckily I put so much turn it avoided the trees and got here. I do think that the wind has picked up and everything is being pushed from left to right. So I'm going to go a little bit more stable than my hex, which is what I normally throw. I'm going to throw my Dumbo Buzz, which has more stability than my hex. So hopefully it will still finish left despite the wind and get me towards the basket. Basket 17, 224 feet. The wind is really moving. I meant to throw it low, but I didn't mean to throw it that low. I still thought it was going to fade a little bit. It didn't fade at all. Oh, that was so good. So good. Basket 18 for the tournament. The gravel will be hazard, so I do not want to land there. Sticking with some stability with my Dumbo Buzz. Basket 18, 228 feet. That'll work. So thanks for watching. I have no idea what I shot, but the bottom line is I played well. I was very happy with my play. And that is the feeling I want after the tournament. I just want to finish the tournament saying, you know what, I played well. You know what, I'd even be fine if I finished the tournament and I said I played decent, as opposed to absolute garbage that I'm used to playing tournaments, especially here at Horizons. The leaf blower is back. So on that note, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you see me out there on the course, do not forget to say, hey, I love it when you do. Have a good one.